What is up, Genshin fans? Today we are here to talk about a build guide for best daughteru Klee. We're going to go over her talents, her constellations, what weapons and artifacts work best for her, as well as some teams that you could think of to synergize well with her kit. And if you lewd my daughter, I'm going to have to call the police, okay?
I'm going to jail!
Klee is primarily a main DPS catalyst user. The main stat that you want to raise her with would be Pyro, and then a tie for attack percent and crit rate depending upon what type of build you're going for. Her elemental burst summons a Gate of Babylon-esque set of pyro lasers that auto-attack enemies. However, this skill ends when she swaps out of the party, making her struggle to fill a support role. At Constellation 4, this burst will explode when she leaves the field, dealing 555% of her attack as AoE pyro damage. At Constellation 6, while this burst is up, party members will continuously regenerate energy and gain a 10% pyro damage buff for 25 seconds. Her elemental skill, however, can be good for Anemo users to scoop up. She tosses Jumpty Dumpty, which hops 3 times, and then creates several mines that explode on contact with enemies. Mines will remain on the field for 15 seconds. This skill has 2 charges with 20-second cooldowns for each, and at Ascension 1 there's a 50% chance that she'll generate a spark. Her normal attacks are short-range bombs thrown in an arc that deal AoE pyro damage. This also has a 50% chance to generate a spark. Charge attacks, once again, summon a Gilgamesh pyro laser that deals AoE pyro damage. This consumes 50 stamina or a spark. At Ascension 4, all party members gain 2 energy when dealing critical damage with these charge attacks. This gives crit rate builds a minor synergy with her kit. It's also worth mentioning that these charge attacks produce a mean stagger, capable of knocking larger hilichurls and Geovashap hatchlings on their butt. Klee also has an exploration passive talent that marks nearby resources on your minimap that are unique to Mondstadt. These are represented by a hand symbol and include Philanimo mushrooms, wolfhook, valberries, and others. The easiest build for Klee is to go with attack catalysts, Skyward Atlas being best in slot. However, attack catalysts can only be obtained through paid methods, such as the gacha and the Star Glitter shop. Crit rate catalysts are your best alternative since there is a 3-star option, and they synchronize with her Sparkling Burst passive, which generates energy for your party when charge attacks deal crit damage. Klee is a main DPS that spends a lot of time on the field, and swapping ends her burst, so Elemental Mastery Catalyst may not be optimal. Jumpty Dumpty generates a lot of energy, so Energy Recharge Catalysts may also be overkill. Crit damage catalysts are also a choice for DPS. However, I prefer to keep my crit rate as high as possible, preferably 60 or 70%, and I feel it synergizes with her kit a little bit better. If you build Klee with an attack catalyst, I would 100% recommend the Crimson Witch of Flames set. Damage stats are linear to themselves, but multiplicative with each other. Also, every attack done by Klee uses pyro damage. The 4-piece set skill will result in huge damage from the 2 charges she has on her elemental skill Jumpty Dumpty. Aim for pyro, attack, and crit stats on the artifacts if using attack catalysts. If you don't have the best in slot set, or you are going for a crit rate catalyst, I'd recommend these alternate sets for Klee. 2-piece Resolution of Sojourner synergizes with early game attack builds, 4-piece synergizes with crit builds and the Sparkling Burst passive very well. Berserker is all about boosting crit rate, nothing more to say there. The 2-piece Gladiator Finale set gives attack of plus 18%, but the 4-piece is useless. Aim for crit, pyro, and attack stats on the artifacts if using a crit catalyst. The more crit damage the better, but my personal priority is having my crit rate over 60%. I don't like RNG stats like crit. However, it's the best you can do with Klee if you don't get lucky in the gacha, and don't want to spend your Star Glitter on the Royal Grimoire in the Star Glitter shop, and would prefer to spend it on characters or something else. While Klee is a main DPS, she can only do pyro damage. So I'd recommend building an off DPS that can do physical damage. For me, it's either Anemo main character or Jean. This way, if you fight a pyro enemy, you can still kill them without huge struggle. Animo users do work very well in the party with Klee, since they can gather mines that Klee has created, and they'll all explode when they make contact with enemies. Jean can even launch them in a straight line, but please note that Venti does not synergize with Klee. Lore-wise, it makes no sense to me, but some would argue that it's for balance. I disagree. Pairing her with another Pyro character creates an elemental resonance that grants an additional 25% attack to the entire party. A good support Pyro unit like Xiangling can help Klee charge her burst very fast, even without much or any energy recharge equipment. Any other support that can create an elemental reaction with Klee's Pyro damage can be good too. This is why I want to build Fischl's Electro damage, with Oz staying on the field while Klee does her thing. Healers are always nice too. That's why I'm raising my Jean to do healing, Animo synergy, and physical damage as an off DPS. Then I can take out Barbara and have Fischl support Klee with elemental reactions using Oz. This is my current dream team. And that does it for the Klee build guide. If you liked how I did this one, please leave a comment down below to let me know. Please leave a sub so we can get those numbers up and we can let YouTube know that we need to get this content out to other people that'll enjoy it. I'm going to leave all the social links down below for myself. Y'all are welcome to come hang out on our Twitch streams. Friday through Sunday we usually do Genshin. And y'all are welcome to join the Discord, hang out with us, chat about it in there, maybe make some friends to do some runs with ya. But I'm going to get out of here. Until the next one, goodbye.